In this video, I'm going to show you how to install and configure MCP Server with Visual Studio Code. As an example of this MCP Server, I am going to use Hugging Face newly released MCP Server. This is Fahad Mirza and I welcome you to the channel. If you are looking for a detailed, more comprehensive tutorial on MCP, just go to my channel and search with MCP tutorial and you should be able to find this first video, which is just 17 minutes long, and you should become a hero from zero in MCP in no time. Coming back to the discussion of this MCP, if this is the first time you are hearing about MCP, MCP stands for Model Context Protocol. It is a way for AI models to interact with external tools, applications, and data sources. When you enter a chat prompt to a language model, then the model can invoke various tools to perform tasks like file operations, accessing databases, or even calling APIs in response to your requests. And that is what we are going to check out after we get this thing installed with VScode. The first thing we need to do is to make sure that we are running the latest version of VScode. For that, let me take you to my terminal, where you can see that I'm running this Ubuntu 22.04. Let me quickly create a new directory for a new workspace. Let me cd into that. And let me launch my VScode from this workspace. Workspace is simply a collection or a folder that contains your project files and can have its own settings, extensions, and configurations in VScode. And that is what I'm using here. First up, you can see that this is my VScode. Just go to help and then about. I'm using the latest version of VScode, which is 1.100.3. Make sure that you have at least 1.99 installed, because that is where this MCP server is supported in Hugging Face. Okay, so now that is all done. Let's try to configure this MCP server first. For that, and this you can use to configure any MCP server, by the way. First up, let's create a new folder in this workspace. Let's click on the second icon and then just type .vscode. It's a hidden folder. In this hidden folder, let's create a new file called as mcp.json. That is also done. And this is a file where you can configure your multiple MCP servers. Now, in order to configure this Hugging Face MCP server, just go to their settings page. You can see that they have provided this configuration for VScode, for Cursor, for Cloud Desktop, and few other clients. Now, here is the thing. This configuration which they have provided is not correct. It doesn't work. So let me show you what works, and I have split my hairs for 2 hours in order to get this working. Anyway, the only thing which you also require from Hugging Face in order to get this run, because this is not running locally, you are accessing it on Hugging Face, is this Hugging Face token, which is a free token. For that, all you need to do is to just click on this profile at the top, and then I'm just going to right click here. Okay, let's do this. And from here, I just want to go to my profile. And from there, you see that setting on the left. And then there should be access token. From here, you can create a new token. So I'm just going to create a new token. I just want to go with the read token. And maybe I'll call it MCP token here. And then click on this. I will delete it later on, so no need to copy it. And you can create your own. It's a free token. So I have just copied it. And then just click on done. Go back to your VS Code and paste all of this. You see, it's a bit different than what they have shown on Hugging Face. Make sure to save it. Now, make sure that you provide this type at SSE or HTTPS, but I normally prefer this as secure server events. And then this is the URL to that MCP server, and this is the bearer token. So this is a token which I have just created. You can also put it in the input variable. This is another thing which you can do in VS Code, but let's keep it simple. By the way, if you have multiple servers, you see that from this line number 3 to line number 8, this is one MCP server. If you want more, just put a comma here and then keep adding as many MCP servers as you like, and then you can select them from there. Now once you have this file and you have saved it, then just do Control Alt and capital I. It is going to open this Copilot on the right hand side. So you see that as soon as I have ran this GitHub Copilot, which comes native with this VS Code, then what you can do, first thing is that on the bottom right, this says agent. Make sure this is selected as agent. There are other modes too, like chat mode and ask and edit, but you need to go with the agentic mode. When you see this banner icon, click on it, and this is going to show you all the tools available in this MCP server. Like for the Hugging Face MCP server, you can check out or search for data sets, for models. You can do paper search and few other things which you can easily do with this MCP server. And the way it works is you just give it a natural language prompt. The model, just send it to this MCP server. MCP server converts your prompt into a tool call or a function call, and then selects whatever relevant tool from which is available from this list, and then gives you the response back. Now all you are doing, you are giving it a natural prompt. This MCP server is sort of abstracting all the details of external tool implementation. It is accessing them and then returning you the response back, and that is the beauty of this MCP server. Now it's a very new thing, so you just have to be sometimes be patient, that sometimes it simply just doesn't give you the result back, but I think this is a good progress in the right direction. Now if you actually want to use it, you would have to log into your GitHub Copilot. There is a free tier, and then you also have to pay for it, because behind the scene it is using a model. If you want to know how to use it with Olama or local models or any other extension like continue.dev, just search my channel. I already have covered it in a lot of detail, but this video is more focused on how to configure MCP server in VS Code easily. Now first thing you need to do is just click on start. You see it is now running, and it has got 9 tools available, which we just saw. You can again check it out from here. Now if I give it any sort of prompt, like I'll say show me the top model on Hugging Face, press enter. It is asking me to sign up to my GitHub. So let me sign into GitHub. I'll just say okay, and then I'm going to open the link. And as soon as I open the link, it has just shown me this, but I'm just going to just leave this one. Okay, it is asking me that just fetch, and I'll say I'd go ahead. You see it is going to that Hugging Face model, and it is saying the top model on Hugging Face by download as of today is this, which is correct. I think that is the top model these days. Now there are various other things which you can do. Let me try out, maybe I'll say search, maybe I will just find the top image generator. I think that should be Flux, but let's see. So I'm asking it to find me the top image generation models on Hugging Face. And by the way, you can also select the tool. As soon as you press the hash, you can just say okay, these are all the tool. You can just direct the model to use a particular tool here, so like model details and all that. So I'm not going to do that. Just press enter. There you go. If I okay, sorry, these are the ones, you see stable diffusion and all that. So it has given me the top model. Let me expand that to see what exactly is happening behind the scene. So our input was this. It has automatically just limited it to 5. This is a sort of a output, all the logs, what happened. You can use it for debugging, and you see these are the results which were returned by the MCP server, and then it did the proper formatting around it. So pretty cool, isn't it? Okay, I haven't really tested it yet, but I'm very intrigued to test this image generation. So I'm just going to say okay, maybe I'll say okay, let's select this one Flux functional. I have just pressed hash and I have selected a tool, and I'll say generate an image of a koala. Should be fun. Not sure what it. Okay, what I can do. I'll just say allow in this workspace. And you can, by the way, set these settings on a global level too in VScode if you like, or in the user session. There are a lot of options available. Okay, so this is the image. Let me go to this URL in real time. And apologies if you think that I'm taking too much time, but I'm just wanted to show you without any editing, without raw. Now, did it show me? Or maybe let me make sure I pasted the correct URL. And there you go. This is the correct URL from that link, and look at the image. This is the beauty of Flux. Anyway, so, but look, I think amazing stuff in terms of MCP. Things are really becoming easier. And if you're interested in learning how to use these MCP server from your code and other stuff, or even how to build your own MCP server, just check out this first video. That's it. Let me know what do you think. I also want to introduce you to the sponsors of the video, who are Metrics. Metrics lets you to very easily simulate a realistic world where you can run repeated simulations on A/B tests for your marketing captions, which allows marketers to test different angles and strategies. If you like the content, please consider subscribing to the channel, like the video, as I will be very grateful. Thank you very much.